Hello YouTube, how are you guys doing today? I'm having a wonderful day, I hope you are too. So today I want to talk about how to write poetry that matters. I'm the author of 3 books on poetry. One is called The Fool and the Sage, it's a poetry book about God. The second is called Sundrops of the Psychotic God. That's a poetry book about schizophrenia, psychosis, and spirituality. And my third poetry book is called The City of Dreams, and that's of utopian fantasy land poetry. It's a book that has a narrative structure. Each poem is part of a story. So I have some experience writing poetry, and I think the biggest point I want to make about this is you can only write poetry that matters by living a life that matters. And at the end of this video, we're going to see a wonderful poem by Wadsworth Longfellow that speaks to that. And he was only able to write that poem because he lived a life that mattered, or he felt it, you know. And I think that's the biggest point I want to make. I think another point to writing quality poetry is read a lot of poetry, and read poetry that you like too. Don't, like, a lot of people say, oh, you just got to read you got to read Shakespeare and you got to read. I'm like, dude, no, you don't have to read Shakespeare. I'm sorry. Like, he's not that great. Like, I can barely understand the guy. Like, you read poetry that you enjoy and then model yourself. See why you enjoy it. Ask yourself why you enjoy it, and then model yourself after that poetry to some degree. And then you'll find your own style over time. So, yeah, I think that's the 2 biggest ideas that I want to share. Read a lot and live a life of integrity. And I would say my third point is be a deep thinker. Read philosophy. Ground yourself in metaphysics and concepts, right? So one of my favorite poems by Mary Oliver asks the question, after, you know, hitting us with all of these particular images, asks the question, why is there something instead of nothing? Or what is the beginning of all this? Whence has it come from? So yeah, you need to be a deep thinker. You need to write poetry that matters. You have to take your personal experience, take an abstract theme, and merge them together. So those are my 3 points about how to write a good poem. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
A Psalm of Life by Wadsworth Longfellow. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow find us further than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant, let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within and God o'erhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing o'er life's solemn main, and forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing shall take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and to wait.